Championships just a few days ago. Let's start with another reigning world champion, Grant Holloway.
Well, he was dominant in winning in 2019 at the World Championships. Got the silver last year. That was a bit of an upset. I spoke to him less than a half hour ago, and he said, if I execute the way I have been used to, this should be a 12 race. This is significant because you talked about Trey Cunningham, 13 flat 2 nights ago to win and set the world lead at the NCAA Championships in Eugene, Oregon.
Another American we saw in the Olympic final, in fact his second Olympic final, Devin Allen, who will run in this race as well.
And of course he's already been in 2 Olympic finals and just recently signed with the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL. He's going to play a wide receiver for them. So there he was, April 8th, signing the actual contract to make him a Philly Eagle. Giants fans won't like that here in New York.
I think Devin likes it. He likes the color green. He played football in the early going for the University of Oregon before turning his full attention to the track. He still plans to race in track and field as well as play football. As we look at the rest of the field, really is Allen and Holloway, though Daniel Roberts in the race as well.
Yeah, and he made the Olympic team for the U.S. that went to Tokyo last year as well. He will start in lane 4.
And underway here at Randall's Island, and already the world champion out in the lead. Allen usually has a good second half of the race. He's trying to close. He is now past the world champion, and an upset starts us in New York.
12:84. The world record is 12:80. We'll wait on the wind. It's legal. So Devin Allen might be headed to the NFL a little soon. That's the 3rd fastest race of all time, ladies and gentlemen, that we just started our meet with. And oh yeah, he went right past the world champion.
Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kachodash, and dumb honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace, salutation to the Akam doing this work in true sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right, and I want to do this quick lesson, you know what I'm saying, going into the spirit, man, okay, and going into, you know, the Israelites, you know, the scattered, you know, the Israelite foreigners, you know, and the Israelites, you know, that don't look like Israelites, man. Okay, the Israelites that look like heathen nations, all right? That look like Edomites, okay? That look like Moabites, all right? Ammonites, okay? Assyrians, you know? And all the other different nations of the earth, man. You know? But you could tell in their spirit, all right, that they are sons of the Most High Power. Okay, and when I first seen this dude on YouTube, you know, I really, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you can see, you know, even through the color lines, man, you know, because hey, look at this Jake, you know, although he do look like a so-called white man, you know, or a white boy, how Jake would say that's a white boy. A white boy, he cool, you know, the white boy can hoop a little bit. You know, he can play football, run track, you know, but you can still tell, you know, he got some kind of, you know, Jake features, you know what I'm saying? The dark hair, you know, he ain't too light, you know what I'm saying, like Esau either, you know, but when Esau sees, you know, this guy, what's the first thing they're going to say, man? They're going to say that that's a white man, you know, that's a white boy, you know, they're going to try to claim him, man. All right, not knowing through the spirit, you know, that it's an Israelite, man. You know, same thing with Conor McGregor. You know, he's like the you know, the total epitome of it, man. You know, the only reason his career, you know, went so far is because of the way that he looked, man. You know, if Conor McGregor looked like a Benjamite, you know, his brother said they believe he Benjamin. If he looked like a Benjamite, he wouldn't get as much attention, man. Okay, or they would chalk it up as he's an unruly, okay, disrespectful nigga. You know, he'd probably be in jail, you know what I'm saying, if he didn't look like an Edomite, man. All right, but this just goes to show you, man, that you have to be spiritual, man. You know, you still got Jakes in other camps, all right, that's still bugged out behind this, man. all right, still believing that you a mamzer, okay, if your father is an Israelite and your mother is a heathen or of a different nation, man, all right, which that ain't scriptural. Okay, your pedigree is determined by your father, man. All right, the father is the one that bears the seed. All right, but look, this is one of his Twitter posts, man. Okay, it says, it makes me sad and mad that the things my father and grandparents went through are still happening in this country today. My grandparents took my dad to civil rights marches when he was a kid. I can only imagine as a young black kid what he saw and how his family and his friends were treated then, and to see it now almost 70 years later makes me sad. He says, I am black, Jake, I am black, although obviously being multiracial makes me look different than my dad, cousins, uncles, grandparents. Looking different has made my life completely different. I have no idea what it's like to be judged based on what I look like before I even speak. I have no idea how hard it can really be for my family and friends. Even with not having the same exact experiences, I am still burdened with the fact that I see all this injustice around them and how unfair it can really be in this country. How my dad might be treated differently than me or my sister solely because of the color of his and her skin. It's unfair that my friends, family, teammates can be stereotyped and treated differently than me because of the color of their skin. And this just shows that he's a Jake. He resonates with Jake. He understands, what the hell is going on the planet Earth, all right, and that this devil is oppressing his people, man. Okay, I haven't even come close to the hardships or difficulties that our black community faces today, and to see black men and women murdered and hurt by those who are supposed to protect us makes me mad. Okay, and this is probably why I'm just hearing about this dude right now. Okay, it's because this statement, and this was 2 years ago. Okay, and you don't see McGregor, come out with shit like this, So, if you come out and you make statements like this, Esau won't put you on that pedestal, Well, mainstream will put you on, but the common Edomite, he's going to ditch his support for you, man. All right? So, like, say if this guy would have came out, never would have even spoke on his father, all right? Or if his father was, how they would call it, a deadbeat, okay, and didn't really take care of him, they would lift him up, man, and put him on an even bigger, pedestal, man. All right, but Jake had problems, reading through the lines, man. Jake is so, Jake ain't spiritual, man. So Jake could be sitting here all day calling this dude a white boy, man. All right, bug the hell out. Okay, calling him even Jake in Israel, man. Like I said, will be sitting there calling him an Edomite, man. All right, or a mamzer. Okay, but clearly you can tell he's a Jake, man. He out there racing with Jake, man. When have you seen a Edomite, okay, outrunning Jake, man? Out jumping Jake, okay? Come on, man. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High Power. Okay, so the spirit itself bear witness, man. Just like we had this Jake out there, not too long ago, man, asking how do he know that he an Israelite, all right, bugging the hell out, okay, because he had a lack of faith, okay, it's the spirit that bear witness, man, as the apostles say, ask him, can he dance, man, okay, because, hey, Jake got it in their spirit to be able to dance, man, to move, to groove, to run, to sprint, to jump, okay, we are a lively people, man, okay. And that's how the Most High intended for us to be, man. A special people, okay? Not like everybody else, man. All right, you see Jake is breaking records, okay? Showing that he's not like everybody else, man. He ain't no damn heathen, man. All right? And you get so good at it after a while, man, you can just tell, after talking to different people, after you learn more discernment, you can just tell right off the rip, what I'm saying, if you're talking to a damn Edomite or Jake, man. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 5 verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men. Okay, so Israel is the salt of the earth, man. All right, and that's why Israel is always propped up in entertainment, athletics, okay, theatrics, all right, dancing, all right, music, okay, because we are the salt of the earth, man, and that's how the Most High created us, man, to be the seasoning of the earth, okay, because it fills up to these heathen, all right, this would be a very dull place, okay. This is 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith so do. And that's what that guy that came up to the camp, he wanted us to do that, man. He wanted us to go into the genealogies, man. He wanted to find a slave book, okay, that said, your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, all right, came from this ship, okay, from this port in the west coast of Africa. Okay, but we can't do that, man. We are far removed from books and our genealogy, man. Okay, you have to operate in the spirit. Okay, but you can't operate in the spirit and you can't see this thing. If the Most High didn't give you the gift of faith, and sometimes when I do these videos, or even for myself, when I see guys like this that do these extraordinary things, they look like a so-called white man. I go try to go into their lineage. All right, look at their fathers, look at their father's father. Because a lot of the time you can find it and you can straight up see it. If it ain't in their father, it be in their grandfather. You can tell that he's a Jake. But even in times when you can't find that information, man, like with Conor McGregor, you ain't gonna be able to find the black Irish of his family. But you just have to go with the spirit, man. Okay. But that's all I had. I pray this was edifying. Call all you. How about Shemi Ashab, about Sharon Kakodash? Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and peace to that taste that I come to his work in true sincerity in the four corners of the earth, and shalom.